Hello, everybody. This is podcast number 9 of the Overkill Podcast. Or episode number 9, if you're a commie. I hope you enjoyed the tier list last week. I'm Meta, and I'm back here with Kirby. Shocker. The two boys.
We survived last weekend.
We did. We survived our trip last weekend. It was pretty sick.
But we're back now in another week. Another week at the widget factory.
Yeah. Putting in those hours. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's still early on in the year. It's still only March, so gaming news is still kind of slow and boring. All the games come out during summer and winter, so I guess we have like some small updates and some small bits of news to go over this week. Probably be a shorter episode. Yeah. Something big is I had heard that Rainbow Six Siege had added like crossplay, but I guess from what Kirby's telling me is it only goes one way, huh?
Yeah. So basically, PC players will play in like PC lobbies, and then consoles will play in console lobbies. That's how it's been for a while. Yeah. So like you could play between the consoles, and you could play like between PC and cloud gaming services. Mm-hmm. But now, if a console player wants to play with their PC friend, they can. But that console player will now be put in PC lobbies, and so. Basically, there's no way for a PC player to go into a console lobby.
Bro.
Which I don't think that really incentivizes... doesn't incentivize the console player to play with any of their PC friends if they're just going to get matched up with people while playing on keyboard.
Yeah, so... Is there a purpose to that? Are the devs, like, trying to keep people from getting stomped by PC players, or am I misunderstanding it?
Yeah, I think they're just trying to kind of separate. I think they're just trying to separate based on input methods still. Okay. And the devs for Rainbow Six, they could have added like actual crossplay a long time ago, but they haven't. I think the main reason is because Rainbow Six is one of the rare games that actually doesn't have any aim assist, even on controller. So
yes, yeah.
So it's pretty rough if you're playing on controller versus keyboard players.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, and especially whenever you only die in like one shot, essentially, it's pretty impossible.
Yeah.
I know we were thinking about getting back into Siege too, but
yeah, there are some controller players that are really good, and they can actually get one PC people, but it in general you're just playing at a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, anyone who says like PC players are not at an advantage are lying to themselves.
Yeah, especially in Rainbow Six because it is like one hit headshot.
Yeah. Complete coat. Well, I know we were gonna get back into Siege, but I guess they've added like 1 million more operators since we played last as well.
I think it's probably about like 4 because I don't think we've played in like a year or two, so maybe it was like 8 to 4 around there.
Right. I just remember being bad at everything in that game except for shooting things that I can't see by flicking to them.
They used to do like 2 operators per season, but now it's just down to like 1 operator.
Oh, so they reduced the ops too, huh?
Yeah, with the battle pass, you get like the operator if you buy the battle pass now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of switched to that sort of model.
They switched up on us.
It's a little cringe. Yeah, I remember. I think last time we played, like Solus or whatever was the last stop. Yeah. She looked like that big. She looked like a bee. You know.
Yes.
Big Bumblebee head. I remember that.
Big
but
Bumblebee, yeah, what a weird. They started running out of character designs, and they were like, fuck it, Bumblebee.
My favorite is our one of the friends that we play Siege with. He like freaks out every time they reveal a new operator because he's like, it's gonna be broken. New op's gonna be broken.
It's gonna be crazy. But every time it's just Middington.
Yeah, I think
City.
Siege. I saw this one clip where this person like put down an OSA shield and then they like put a fuse on it and they started fusing. The fuses started going through the skyline on that like cafe map. And I'm like, oh, that's evil. Because normally you can't like fuse, that skyline. But
right. What the
diabolical.
Fuck? Well, that's the thing too is like every time they add a new op, I would never say they're overpowered, but there always is like some sort of glitch or issue with them.
That's true.
Which is, I mean, it's understandable. It's just I don't think they're ever broken. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I think also with a game where it's been updated over, it's almost going to be 10 years by this point. You've added so many characters with all these different abilities that like if someone brand new or someone who's like trying to return comes back, they have to learn like 50 something operators on each side.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, it can be kind of hard.
Fucking brutal. But yeah, honestly, not that exciting. Maybe we'll have more to say if we play the game this week. But
dude, we got to, bro.
We got to. It's a fine game still. And then what? So, what is this Dragon's Dogma 2? I've seen a little bit of it, and obviously I've looked into the story here. Is it a game that's going to come out? Is it already out?
I believe it's a game that's gonna come out later this year.
And it looks like an RPG. Very like Elder Scrolls-y looking.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be kind of like a single player experience, but recently Capcom revealed that basically is going to have paid DLC, and there's going to be these things called Rift Crystals, and it's essentially their version of like Call of Duty points or it's basically their microtransaction currency.
Right.
Which, it's a single player game, so in my opinion, it shouldn't have all that stuff. I mean, even multiplayer games shouldn't, but...
Best! Yeah, I believe that too, that it shouldn't... I don't know. And I was also reading that it has, it looks like it's saying, is the character editor is part of the DLC? These items are as follows. Art of Metamorphosis, character editor. So that's behind DLC. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was reading. That's fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh, bro.
They have ambivalent rift incense, changed pawn inclinations. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's like a reroll of like a random effect. Like station type thing, which is crazy.
Yeah, I was one. This actually brings back a memory of mine back in like 2015, whenever all the loot boxes and stuff were happening.
Yeah.
I was telling one of my friends at school, I was like, yeah, I think eventually there's just gonna be a game where it gives you like 10 loot boxes and then you have to roll for the graphics, Like, that's all it is. It's just a black screen with a box.
That's fucking cursed, but yeah.
But I mean, bro, I can't believe the character editor is locked behind DLC.
Pretty soon they're gonna be like, you're gonna need the DLC just to fucking like start the game, just to load the game.
Apparently, Dragon's Dogma, it came out March 22nd, so yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So very soon.
Yeah, it released, apparently it had over 100,000 on launch, I'm assuming.
Damn.
Maybe a little more. I know, my boy, the Synthetic Man, was super excited for this, because he played the first one, but probably not going to be happy with all that DLC.
No. Not at all. The fuck? It's fucking cursed. Okay. Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
Speaking,
hey.
I mean, that's just, the state of gaming has gone to absolute hell.
Yeah, it's
I don't
true.
even know. I don't even know what to say on that one. Just put the whole game behind
rough.
DLC, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, speaking of sad news too, we've been playing some fighting games, so I know we're all aware of Brawly Legs.
Yep.
He has apparently passed away, which is really sad, bro. At 35, I was trying to figure out if his condition causes that. Apparently not.
It's Arthro Grippos?
Yeah.
Gyroposis, I think. Yeah, he's legendary. I think mainly, sadly, I know him more for like the low tier god sort of stuff, where like basically low tier god made fun of him, comparing him to, I think, Krang from from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then Brawly Legs proceeded to absolutely, wreck low tier god.
Yeah, as it does.
As expected,
Yeah.
My guy loses like one round and his mental's gone.
Bro. Weak ass mental, bro. Yeah, just sad shit. I know he always seemed like a sweetheart, but yeah, that's really fucking sad. Holy hell. He was awesome. I know he always went to FGC and stuff too.
Yeah.
But people liked him, and he was always up to like do memes of like running people over in his like wheelchair thingy. It wasn't really like a wheelchair, it was like a thing that he like sat forward in. It was pretty interesting. Huh. Fuck, bro.
Damn, that's sad.
Are you alive?
What? Yeah. What? Does it say what he passed away from?
No, I was trying to figure it out. Because fuck, bro.
Hey, I think this just happened a few days ago, so maybe they don't. Maybe the family is just kind of keeping it. Probably don't want it to get out there, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know. I don't know if that condition, like, if it does, lower your life or what, but it's fucked up.
I guess I would assume so, because it said like he had like bone and muscle deficiencies, so he was just born that way. So I'm assuming probably.
Anyways,
on another news, boys.
All this exciting, fun news.
It's very, very sad. This one's kind of, I guess you could say it's kind of neutral depending on how you view it, but AI is already used by 62% of studios, Unity report claims.
I'm only okay if it replaces the wokies. All right.
True.
And the brokies.
But what if the AI is made by the wokies?
Oh shit. Uh-oh. If it's wokey AI?
Have you seen the Google AI that only, like, if you type in, like, Viking warrior, it'll show, like, only black people?
No.
Yeah, Google AI, it would only show, like, it drew, like, one white guy out of, like, 16 prompts or whatever the guy typed in.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah. I saw that watching one of the news shows that I always watch, bro.
That's fucking hilarious, bro. It's like, no. No
white people.
That is so fucking funny. Holy hell. So I know in the past too, or recently, I know Blizzard has also been accused of using AI, and it happened around the time that World of Warcraft started to suck quite a bit. It never was confirmed, but like that was the first time I ever heard of any AI allegations ever coming to light.
Yeah, and this report is basically saying that, like, mostly what AI is being used for is the character animations and basically writing code.
Okay.
And those are pretty much like your big two. I would say that probably take a lot of time.
Yeah. Around BFA, Battle for Azeroth, that was when I started hearing the allegations.
When is that? Like 2020?
Yeah, 2019-ish, I think.
Okay.
Fucking wokies.
Yeah, I can see it though. It's saying basically this is from Unity, so I'm assuming most of the devs here are probably like more indie to maybe
Probably.
AA.
Yeah, I would
Which,
assume so.
if they don't have a lot of staff using AI, could make up for that, which makes a lot of sense.
I assume that's what they're doing, is they're probably like using it to help create characters and stuff. Or at least start like character creation, just like little things like that. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
I would say AI is for like any tool, or like once it comes out, it's good to like learn it and understand how to use it, and
oh yeah.
Yeah, some of the best programmers used to use Google. Now some of the best ones use AI. It's because
yeah, it's so much easier.
Yeah, it's just so much easier.
I believe that. Saves a ton of time. Probably works pretty well too.
Yeah, and you still have to know what you're doing, because sometimes the AI can like fuck around and make some dumb shit. But
sure, yeah. I mean, you can't just let it go wild.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's enough for that news story.
Yes.
On to the next one.
Very boring week.
Warzone Mobile. I'm
gonna let you cover this one. I have to run to the restroom so bad.
Okay. Warzone Mobile finally launched, and oh boy, it's been pretty much a complete disaster. People who have like iPhone 15s are struggling to run the game at like 5 FPS. It has a bunch of glitches and a bunch of crashes, tons of graphical errors as well. And they've already put out a statement addressing this. They say stay tuned for updates, and they're supposedly fixing most of the issues. And specifically, Warzone Mobile runs terribly on Android phones, which I guess, I mean, it makes sense because it's the least popular phones, and so I guess they would want to make it run better on Apple. But even then, people are having some issues running it on Apple. Yeah, let's see. I saw one photo. There was a guy whose like iPhone had like bent, it like melted a little bit, or the metal got so hot that it was able to like bend.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. It's another blunder for the Call of Duty series. A lot of people are blaming this on, or I saw some people on YouTube, they were blaming it on like Microsoft. I'm like, this was planned a long time ago. This Warzone mobile.
Is it crossplay with the current Warzone or what?
No, I think it's on its own separate platform, and I believe the only map they have in it right now is Verdansk, so that's why a lot of people were excited for it.
Bro.
But they got big trolled. I've watched a bit of the gameplay. Think of like a late 90s game and early 2000s game, It's kind of like, it does not look good at all. But yeah, Meta, do you have anything else? Or are you...
No. Not really on that. I could give a damn. About COD Mobile.
Base.
Mobile phones aren't meant to play games like that, okay? They're meant to play fucking Sudoku and Minesweeper, alright? Okay?
Base. Yeah, that's very true.
Maybe Clash of Clans if you're lucky. Okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe some Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Maybe some Clash Royale, some Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go to the polls.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know you and I too. We've been looking into playing some MMOs, and I know that. You were considering either WoW or Final Fantasy XIV. I don't believe the Final Fantasy XIV sub has ever changed, the price, but I know the WoW sub has never changed. It has been the same $15 for, 30,000 years. Which is fucking sick in a world where everything's going up price-wise, and especially from Blizzard, which is shocking. I guess I was kind of curious, because I know a decision you made on which one to play. I'm curious, because you went and you played WoW, and you played some Final Fantasy again. What made you decide on which one to play and get into?
For me, it's mainly just the UI of Final Fantasy is a little more user-friendly, and I understand it more, but whenever I go into, like, WoW, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going on, It's just, it's just harder to read, in my opinion. Which, sort of, in a game, in any MMO, you have, like, 50... different systems that all interact, and it can be really complex, but I think Final Fantasy just makes it a little easier to get into.
Yeah.
As well as I think it also helps that I think the classes in Final Fantasy are a little less demanding on like the buttons that you have to press and the amount of shit that's on your screen.
I'd say definitely. The UI of WoW is notoriously bad. That's why there's so many in-game plugins that you can download from third parties and use. And it's because it's just notoriously bad for not like helping you like with understanding any information of what's happening. And then on top of that, there is there is like 20 plus years of content, and I know they've probably been out for around the same time each, but I will say that Final Fantasy is a lot more fun to play through. So if you start from level 1 and you play your way all the way up to max, I will say I think Final Fantasy is easier to get through and understand and like play all the past content. With WoW, it honestly is like worse than just doing dishes or clothes or some sort of chore. Like, it sucks. WoW sucks whenever you're just trying to fucking level up. Like, it's so boring. And I think that's one advantage to Final Fantasy that WoW just doesn't have.
Yeah. It's also just... Yeah, it's also just the fact that I just like the graphics of Final Fantasy a little more, too. Mm-hmm. It helps that it came out, 8 years after WoW.
Yes, 1,000%.
And also just I think the world is a little brighter in Final Fantasy than in WoW. I feel like in WoW it's a little too dark.
Yeah, a lot of the expansions are like the edgy kid, like.
But that also could be because I play Horde, and the Horde starting area is kind of.
That is true.
And if an edgy kid had his own like playground.
Dude, that's 1,000% what it is. Well, and part of it is that, but also part of it is like every expansion in that game is either fire related, like poison kind of darkness related, or like frosty evil related. Like there's zero expansion in World of Warcraft that isn't like about like fire, darkness, ice. Or like, there's maybe Mr. Pandaria with the fucking pandas in it. That one might be the most lighthearted one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Now I saw a couple of the pandas in the starting area. Now I get it.
He gets it.
Panda?
Panda, Riri. I think it's an easy choice, and I've always had more fun. I mean, the nice thing about WoW is you can run like 100 tabs on your PC, but you don't need to do that shit. Final Fantasy looks better. I think it plays better. I think it's easier to understand. And I think the story is way, way better. Both of them have that overblown kind of video game story, but I think Final Fantasy pulls it off better.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I think that's... Yeah,
what's up?
If you want to go on to our next story, bro.
Oh, me? Da Vinci?
Yeah.
I know we talked about the Stardew Valley update, and then we missed it. We were too busy camping, bro, instead of grinding out Stardew, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
How dare we, bro?
It's the 1.6 update that we mentioned. We got the mini festivals. We got the new environment. This was the one with the chocolate in it, I believe, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of different items related to the new mine that he was gonna release. I mean, we're behind, bro. We're fake fans. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, bro. I didn't know this came out. Actually, I thought it was. I assumed it. The update, had like a sort of a fall vibe to it.
Yeah.
It seemed more like they're adding like chocolate, and I think they had like pumpkins and stuff like that. And so I was like assuming that it would be like something to come out way later in the year. But yeah, I think he announced it sometime in February, and then it came out this month. So.
Shoosh! And, I'm curious on if it came out on phones too, because I have Stardew on the Switch, but I have to say I think there's something inconvenient about carrying a Switch around. So if it's updated on the phone, I mean, shit, that would be awesome. Because that's really if you want a convenient way to play it.
I'm assuming it is because there are like balance changes here quality of life things.
Well, the last update to the phone was a year ago, unless it's on the Plus version on Apple Arcade.
Oh. Well, it says in parentheses PC here, so.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the phone one is so much cheaper. The phone one is like $5, and I think it gets the updates way later. For that reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, and apparently the calendar is finally filled up pretty good. You can now play with 8 people?
Dang.
Instead of 4?
That's big.
They've added in a ranch now, specifically for animal farming. Poggers.
Yeah, assuming that was what that farm was.
Gonna get me horny. Oh, and there it is. It's in my updates on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's it. We did kind of promise a shorter episode, a little bit more of a sleeper episode. There's just not much going on that we found interesting. We because we went on our trip, like we have a bunch of stuff to do and figure out. I mean, I know we'd like to get back into Final Fantasy, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but I mean, yeah, just kind of a slow week, kind of a shorter one. But that's good. That's good, I think. Yeah. Not all the episodes need to be really long. It's just the two of us, so it's not like we can go on forever. But
well, and last week's episode was pretty long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and then not even to mention the fact that we lost the first attempt. So that really fucking broke us down, dude. Brought us to our fucking knees, man. That was horrible. Pause. Okay.
Sus. All right.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I think that's it. You guys have a good night, a day, wherever you're at.
Yes. Peace.